Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors past, present and future and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along today, so thank you for joining me. I've actually noted something down here that I probably should have said in the last video, but I didn't glance at my notes. It was just purely a message from Spirit, from the universe. I'm just going to say that at the moment, if you're like me, you feel like everything that's going on in the world at the moment that is in darkness and fear and hatred and divisiveness and all the rest of it is done. We have moved on from that. We are beyond that already. It's in the past, this energy that is being um, uh, perpetrated by certain elements in society. We're done with it. We're past it. But it's frustrating because we're waiting for everybody else to catch up. So hold the line, stay firm, stay in the light, be aware, but don't immerse. But yeah, I'm totally in that zone at the moment. Um, what's going on? Well, I'm not even watching the news at the moment because it's just so petty and ugly and childish because we're done. You and we've moved on. We're into this new start, this new energy. This is the Fool card. This is about new beginnings, higher roads that we are taking, creating, manifesting, trusting that the universe has got our back and that it is taking us on the path that we are meant to be on. And yeah, very much feel like we are done and we are waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. And the other card that popped out was the Page of Wands. This is the message that my guides are wanting to share. This is about the orator sharing a message. But if I go back to this card, we've then got the manifestation. We have the ability to manifest the future that we want. We have everything at our fingertips to be able to step into this new beginning. We are just waiting for the rest of them to catch up. And as I'm talking about the rest of them catching up, we have the Emperor, the Whistleblower, the Prosecutor, and Justice is coming rapidly. So, and as I glance, we've got the Devil, the inability to harvest and things that they're wanting to try and keep secret. As I glance down. So I'll just put those back randomly. And what I'm talking about is these redacted documents that were published by the DOJ. Well. Or should I just say three holes in the ground. The documents unredacted, the redacted documents. Lazy. What actually appears to have happened is the DOJ have published these blacked out documents that weren't blacked out. Pretty much all they did was went click to include, and if you're looking at that's vehicles passing by, that shining on the back wall there. What do they call it when you sort of take a block of text and then they've just changed the background color to the same color as the text? What's happened is the hackers are hacking into these documents, copy and pasting them as complete, and then changing the background color, which is revealing exactly what is trying to be hidden. So the smug merchant, with the rat pooping in the cup. Yeah, they thought they had it all in the can, the DOJ, but no, they didn't. The little rat got in there. And we've got the heartbreak, loss, despair, treason. Now, the DOJ has come out because they're now being put into a crossroads position. The DOJ has now come out and said, oh dear, apparently Trump travelled on the Eps plane more than previously thought. The DOJ is saying, we didn't realise. The emails that are coming out There was an email. Donald Trump travelled on the Eps private jet many more times than previously had been reported or we were aware of, reads the 7th of January 2020 email from the Assistant US Attorney. So, the DOJ they now come out and said some of the files released contain untrue or sensationalist claims. And as I'm shuffling, these two cards popped out again. The treason card, the lies, the deceit, the betrayal, and the DOJ is at a messaging crossroads point because they are being proven to be lying and covering up. So they are at a point as to, well, do we continue on with the lies that have been proven to be untrue because the truth is being revealed? I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck here. The truth is being revealed, being exposed. We've got powerful female energy. You've got the survivors now coming out and talking, but there's also part of those unredacted documents are showing survivor testimonies. Sadly, the names of some of the survivors have been published, but the media is refusing to actually publish the names. They're just calling them Jane Doe. But there could also be Russian connections that come out. But this just feels more like secrets revealed. And then you've got the infighting with the Five of Wands. And you've got the Five of Pentacles. Someone within the DOJ is going to be walking, might be FBI or DOJ, FBI. Could be Patel, getting it, Blanche and Patel. Could be Patel because it was the FBI that was tasked. Oh gosh, I put that back randomly and split the deck and there it is again. Like I fed them randomly through the deck. And there it is again, the infighting, the trying to bring the ship into port, but it's wrecking on the rocks. The FBI had been tasked, remember, thousands of agents spending thousands of hours redacting these documents, going through these documents. Entertainment only was reported by those from within the FBI. Okay. What do we need to know? What do we need to know about the hackers with these unredacting these documents? The ending of the happy family and the inability to bring the plan into harbour, the ship into harbour. And there's that on the bottom again. The decision needs to be made. Okay, so there's stuff that's going to be published here that is going to be absolutely explosive. We've always seen there's going to be something published here that is going to be absolutely explosive. And then the Chariot could be the chaos of the trying to bring the messaging forward, the chaos of trying to bring forward. But it could be that's when the military steps in. And the two next cards I've got is the Devil, the documents on the defensive as they are released. There's going to be a treasure trove of wealthy oligarchs that are exposed, and only then can the healing start. There'll be women celebrating as a lot of this information drops unexpectedly out of left field, tower moment, and then there's that card again, card of the day, the decision about what path forward to take. We always saw it coming from a different angle. I mean, these hackers are very possibly overseas hackers. A lot of us saw it coming from overseas. All I can hear in my mind is OF, 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 OF. Somebody is really really panicking. Actually, it's a couple of somebodies are really, really panicking over this. OF, 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 you fool, you idiot. That infighting, that Five of Wands infighting. Show me what is going to be revealed, because will be more from these unredacted documents. I'm seeing the whole lot. What they released? 30,000 pages or something? Might have been more. I see the whole lot being yanked back, but it's going to be too late. What are the hackers going to reveal here? Do I need to go any further? Those that dance the tune of the devil. Do I even need to go any further? Karma coming and biting them on the backside, karma catching up with them is the challenge. The Chariot at the bottom, the chaotic inability to move forward. In the past, the hackers releasing what they have discovered, the harsh truth being revealed, and the manipulation. Can also be the manifestation of this being revealed, but it's also expect even more distraction. The Orange Twerp today has announced apparently that they're going to hang on to the oil tankers and sell the oil and keep the money and blah, 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 blah. Talk about high crimes and piracy. Absolutely disgusting. But it is very much an attempt to trigger. I can't believe how Venezuela are just holding the line. Iran did the same after they were bombed. Greenland's doing the same with the threats to, Greenland has to join the US, like who said, aside from the Orange Twerp and his minions behind him? No, they don't. Greenland is a sovereign country that has connections to Denmark. So, anyhow, expect some major distraction to come forward. And look at this through line. All major arcana, and I'll say it again, there are 22 major arcana cards in a deck of 78. They have powerful energy within themselves, more so than court cards are big, major arcana are the biggest, but more powerful energy than just the simple cards. And I'm looking at the one on the bottom, the World card, the ending, information coming from other parts of the world. What are the hackers going to reveal? A lot of truths that are going to cause a lot of nightmares and a lot of anxiety for a lot of people. With that Nine of Swords, they're all plunging down. And it's going to be about trafficking, money laundering, involving overseas entities, financial records potentially. Two of Pentacles. Internally, we've got the Star. Could be the Star of Hope and Healing, or it could simply be the stars of the show, which are going to be revealed. The narcissists. I can't be touched. I'm a billionaire. Oh, excuse me. Hate to tell you. Right, we've got here the Page of Wands, the orator bringing forward the message. Won't be quite WikiLeaks, but it'll be really interesting. The outcome, the Ace of Cups. Emotionally overwhelming, a cleansing, a revelation of partnerships and money. Again, we've got the fortnight cycle here, but we also have the all-seeing eye of things that certain people would like to be kept hidden, especially the wealthy people with that Four of Pentacles. And then we've got 3 cups spilt, the moon revealing. And this figure is not actually walking. They are standing looking at the moon. So the moon is revealing, it is exposing the darkness, it is shining a light in the darkness as this figure stands here. And it is going to be emotionally quite traumatic. And the Ten of Swords. and the Three of Swords. What these hackers are going to reveal is going to be very hard to stomach. I'm just going to put it that way. Hard to emotionally, as empaths. I personally probably won't read. I might read a summary of the sort of dot points. I'm not going to read what is actually revealed. My ear is ringing like you wouldn't believe, which are my guides agreeing with me, because it is going to be quite horrific. Oh boy. Got the world, you've got the legislators, you've got the puzzle pieces being put together with the Eight of Pentacles, and you've got the Sun being revealed. Full exposure. I mean, I couldn't put the cards out. It's just then the Four of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. So what is being offered is reluctant to accept. Well, you've got the Three Cups here that have been accepted, which are the Three Cups here, but there's even more that almost don't want to hear, and it's to do with dark money. It is going to be brought forward. We've got justice, we've got throwing under the bus, we've got the Seven of Wands on the defensive as the information is released with that Ace of Pentacles. What the hackers are doing is going to expose some stuff that is going to be, the word I'm getting is sickening. And it is going to be in absolute, complete, I'm going to say, the word they're giving me is disagreement, but I'm sort of thinking it's more, opposite of. So what's happening is the orange twerp is on Untruth Social yelling into the ether about it being a hoax and a lie and fake, and which tells you exactly that it is true. So, and that innocent people are going to be hurt. If they were innocent, they wouldn't be in the Epstein files. I mean, just put it that way. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. And it's happening so quickly. It's happening so quickly. What are the oligarchs? They've told me to stop shuffling and they want me to say, what are the oligarchs going to do? Sorry about my bat wings there. Oh dear, what are the oligarchs going to do? Oh boy. Right, the High Priestess. Secrets that are going to be revealed. Powerful secrets that are going to be revealed. That are going to be devastating. Ten of Swords. Devastating to some. These swords of truth, they are poised to fall as the secrets come out. Wow. Do I need to go any further? Yes, I will. Ooh. The Three of Swords. The betrayal, heartbreak, lies, despair, treason. I mean, the orange twerp had come out and said, oh, he never went on the Eps plane, blah, blah, despite photographs, etc., and flight logs. And then the memo is revealed from within the US Attorney's Office saying that he was on there a lot more than we realised. Yep. Oh, gosh. This is the energy they're stewing in at the moment. Very anxious. In the past, we've got the Temperance card, so trying to spin the story, trying to create alchemy to try to detoxify the files. But we've got the King of Cups crowning over the top of this. Now, I thought it might have been Kelly, but you guys told me Kelly was in the Senate, so it's probably someone like Raskin, who I believe is on the Oversight Committee. Powerful male coming forward with the information. It is an emotionally stable, mature, diplomatic male energy here. We've got so how are the oligarchs feeling? The Six of Pentacles. They're trying to keep in the shadows. They're trying to keep their finances down the bottom here in the shadows as it's being looked at. Ducking and weaving. However, I don't think they're going to be able to. Externally, you've got the Ace of Swords. Internally, they thought they were home and hosed. Smug merchant, careful what you wish for because the rat is pooping in the cup. So they thought they were safe, secure, home and hosed. No, they're not. The survivors in the hopes and fears. I posted a video from Dr. Jennifer Lisa Vest in my post section. Go and watch it. Apparently there was a part of one of these unredacted testimonies was from a driver who apparently one of the survivors had told him the horrific story of the abuse that she received, entertainment only. The driver tried to encourage her to go to the police. She said, if I do, they have threatened to unalive me. And she was shortly thereafter found unalive in suspicious circumstances. The police said it was suspicious. The coroner ruled it as a self-unaliving or whatever it was, an accident. I can't remember exactly, as in not suspicious circumstances. But as soon as I heard Dr. Jennifer Lisa Vest say that, I said that coroner was threatened too. Right. There is a lot of information there. We're not going to hear it all with the Seven of Pentacles, but there is enough that's going to come out with the Page of Swords, and it's going to come out from an unexpected source with that Page of Cups. We then got the Two of Wands. A decision has to be made about which path forward to take on the defensive for what they did to children in the past. The False Knight. Oh, it wasn't me. But then you've got the Queen of Wands. Again, the powerful feminine energy bringing forward the information. Oh boy, oh boy. Right, on the bottom, interestingly enough, we have the Six of Wands, the false victory, the legal restriction. This can be my flee on card because the Emerald King, self-made billionaire, I don't think so. His father owned emerald mines where they had basically slaves doing the mining. And then we have shining a light on the snake and the path about mercenary actions that came in from overseas and legal action being taken. So, and as I'm sitting here, there is a siren going past. Yeah, it's coming out, and there's the oligarchs themselves are terrified. Okay, so what about those in the regime? What's going to happen to those in the regime when this information comes out and they are proven to be lying mafia type thugs? Let's have a look. Entertainment only, allegedly. What's going to happen when the information comes out that is in direct contrast to what the regime are claiming? Come on down, let's have a look. Here it is. The Ace of Swords, the sword is drawn from the scabbard, cutting through. The Dove of Peace and Healing is in the background there. It's coming out. The challenge is attempting to lie, steal, but make off like a bandit with the truth. The slyness, that's going to be the challenge. What's the regime going to do? I think it's going to be too much though, because there's going with the Eight of Wands, the dawn of the new day, and the lot of information coming out quickly. The ending is in the past. That's why I say it feels like we're done. We're just waiting for everybody to catch up. The Death card in the past, it's done. We have already crossed the threshold of the end. It's just we're waiting for these people to catch up with the fact that they are done. The energy over this is the fading misogynistic, the contracts and agreements that no longer work, the unbalanced energy with the Lovers there, the immediate future, the Queen of Wands, prosecution, Page of Wands, the information being brought forward, externally, internally, the Queen of Cups. We won't hear all of it because some of it will just be too horrific. The hopes and fears, the Four of Swords, the Sword of Truth, and the Three Swords over the top. Three of Swords is about betrayal, deceit, loss, treason, as the Sword of Truth is brought forward. The outcome, we will be in uncharted waters. Now, please do not argue the Constitution with me. And also in regards to removing the regime, I have posted it again and again and again and again in my post section. There was an executive order originally written by the Orange Twerp in his first time around, altered slightly by Biden, that if there is found to be anything that is illegal, treason, election interference, mellifluous, that was the word, which means deceit by public officials or something along those lines, done from within the regime is removed. Not even necessarily one by one, but even if it is one by one, they won't do one and then the next and the next. They will do them all together. We are in uncharted waters at the moment. The Judgment card and the Knight of Swords, the truth coming forward. So I'm asking about the regime. Restricted, something unexpected out of left field. Whistleblowers. Seven of Pentacles, a lot of information that they have, documents that they have no control over to do with trafficking, money laundering, potentially election interference, because there is going to be something presented that talks about the false victory and the vote flipping. The world, the military, the manipulation, the karma catching up, and treason. Say it until I'm blue in the face, and I don't know any other way to say it. I have published in my post section again and again and again the documentation, the laws, everything else that can remove this regime. And it will happen, is what I keep getting. My guides keep telling me it is coming. And then we've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Could be Biden. Could be Biden putting into place. It's not yet being actioned. Okay. So the news cycle over this period, just keep getting, it's going to be wild. Buckle up, crash helmet on, fireproof, jumpsuit, you name it, roll bar, put it all in place. However, I don't mean to be here to cause fear. I am not here for you to be triggered and fearful. I'm here to forewarn you so that you know that this is coming down and you can take steps. But don't sit in any sort of triggering fear or divisiveness or anything. Just be aware and then step back, keep yourself safe, and enjoy this time with family and let go of the stress. Who cares if the Christmas pudding was slightly overcooked and the custard is a bit runny? Doesn't matter. You're there to share and enjoy and spread the love. Catch you later. Bye-bye.